The system needs us unhealthy so that the system can thrive. We spend so much time working, living life, sleeping, not even that much time sleeping, but we forget that this system is built on stepping on us. They feed us all this garbage, McDonald's, and I mean, we buy it, but what are you gonna do? You're gonna go out and raise chickens, and so we have to buy from these people. All this microplastics, and every packaging is full of chemicals and pesticides and stuff like this. We have to buy this. So we're always playing a roll of the dice thing with the next piece of meat that we purchase, or some of the vegetables. There's parasites going on now. But the only way this system can thrive is if you're exhausted, you're unhealthy, and you're dependent on them. And July 4th was a couple weeks ago, Independence Day. But I find words to be very telling, Independence, you don't need anybody, you're free and all this. But what is independence? Think about it. You are independence. Not independent, independence of the system. And I feel like they hide these Easter eggs just to kind of like troll us. That is also a part of this country and the world in general. It's always trolling. It's always doing something but then telling you the opposite, or trying to flip it to benefit them. But if we're not exhausted, if we're not ripping and running all the time, then we have time to really question what is going on in this reality. Because I'm usually alone, I have plenty of time to really think about this. But a healthy person cannot be manipulated. A person who is content cannot be manipulated. So you have to manipulate them in order to get something from them. So they have to feed us garbage so that we will be dependent on them. The interesting thing is, I think now we're starting to see them fight back. Because not that they already weren't fighting us, but the problem is you can only push this scam for so long before it starts eating itself. I think we're heading into a time where being overweight and being obese is gonna be like a luxury now. Because before, it was, it started out, if you were fat, you were wealthy because you could buy a bunch of food and glutton and all that stuff. Then it switched back to being healthy was actually wealth, because you're able to take care of yourself and you have that luxury to buy nice food. But now, I think it's gonna swing back to being overweight and obese will be a sign that you actually have money again. Because with shrinkflation and everything else, it's gonna be damn near impossible to be obese pretty soon. Because you're just not gonna be eating as much because everything is so expensive. So the overweight people will be a sign that they have money to spend, In the future, I don't know how much in the future, but I do believe this. But the system needs us unhealthy somehow. So if they can't get us with being overweight, they might get us with maybe mental health. I've noticed a lot of that has been pushed recently, you know? It's not so much your weight as much as screwing with your mental, you know, because that can't change, you know, that will the standard, you know, that's always able to be attacked, you know? Whereas you might go to McDonald's and they might give you a burger this small now. They can't really get you too hard with that because they're pulling back what makes them profit. Even though they're charging you more, they're leaving you being healthy on the table. So they're gonna have to switch to mental health to try to combat that. But the system thrives on us being unhealthy. And the game never changed, it just shifted, you know. So I would say, you know, keep your mental health, try your hardest to, even though it's pretty impossible. But that's the shift I see, you know, attacking people's mental health. It's all a weird system. I don't know. I never got it, but I got it, you know? Or I get it. If we're good, if everything's good, then we don't have any reason to go chase anything else. We don't have any reason to search for more. You know, if everything is satisfied, then we're satisfied. And that is a real problem for a government that needs people begging them to do something. But yeah, that's what I thought. Let me know what you think in the comments. Peace.